Solid Steph Roman writes, "Oh, your reviews. How do you always have the magics to make them so spiffy and funny and stuff? Though I am wondering what your OC Rainbow Fight would look like. Oh, Metal Gear, Crab Battle, Otacon, unlimited ammo. Rainbow Power."
Dude, where were you like 2 months ago? From now on you can do all the artwork for Cosmos something something. Well, anyway, hello and salutations from the cultural wasteland in which we all sit and stew between the seasons of the silly horse program. That's right, welcome to another edition of Your Pony Episode Sucks. I do seem to kick the show in the shins a lot, don't I? Well, you know what, let's see if I really can't do any better. Join me now as I pick up the dictionary and attempt to use far too many big words in a graded retrospective on the strengths and weaknesses of 2 recent episodes that I don't hate much. Let's begin, shall we? The fuck?
In the gold corner, weighing in at 5 characters and 1 song, it's Pinkie Apple Pie, a sweet tale of family loyalty tested by the hazards of keeping up appearances in close quarters to company. Lauded for its comedy, catchy music, and delicate execution, this episode surfs a crest of fan excitement so large it's been fueling a fevered fan frenzy since its surprising sneak preview at Comic-Con. In the red corner, weighing in on a whopping 6 songs and a cast of everyone, it's Pinkie's Pride, the tumultuous tale of 2 pro-party planners pursuing a feisty festive feud. The salient details of it kept under careful wraps until mere weeks before its airing. This episode detonated with such precision fan service, bronies everywhere are still picking up pieces of their squee. With reputations and fan appreciation on the line, this battle will surely reveal some truths. What inspirations do today's challengers bring? Which Technicolor fairy tale fits the form? Who will be the Iron Show? Pony Show.
Plot! And Pinkie Apple Pie lands light on its feet as Madame Fairyfloss discovers through obscure means that she might in fact be a distant relative to Applejack. Applejack then initiates a road trip to visit an even more distant relative to ascertain the truth. Look up the word simple in the dictionary and you'll find an outline of this synopsis. Won't be there because that would be silly. Though this is a pretty simple story. That's okay, because story! And the much-touted slice-of-life comedy we are resigned to accept this show has proved to be the only thing it can consistently get right is on display here and then some. The seemingly anemic plot revealed in fact to be just an apt excuse to thrust these wacky characters into a situation wherein the good old girl feels the need to pretend that her family is something it isn't in order to impress a potential applicant to it who doesn't really mind either way. Leading us to the moral that though blood may be thicker than water, or whatever, friends are the family we choose. No. Concurrently in the other one, plot! In anticipation for the quote-unquote loyal one's birthday celebration, presumed peerless perky pony party planner Pinkie Pie prepares to paint the proverbial, when interlopes a stranger stallion with similar skills, pleasantly portrayed by a revered 80s icon who appears to be aging backwards. What? But whose expertise quickly blow every pony away. Dejected and rejected, our heroine retires to regroup and resolve to fight for her right to plan parties, resulting in engagement in the granddaddy of all gooftacular showdowns and managing to impress precisely no one. Learning is the lesson that creative folk should probably collaborate rather than compete, especially when trying to please other people. This one's story is conveyed to the audience largely through a selection of musical numbers of varying quality and or tolerability depending on who you are. And if who you are is an irascible 30-something jackass making reviews of kids' programs on the internet and are therefore largely unbumfuzzleable by made-for-children's TV MIDI music, then occasionally you might find yourself puzzling your puzzler over certain developments like this one.
For the one who threw that party, it was you, Pinkie Pie.
Bull dust she was. If a party in Ponyville planned by Pinkie Pie herself was ground zero for your personal lifestyle metanoia, wouldn't that be the kind of thing you'd have mentioned to yourself in the cold open when declaring your intention to return there? What is this? The payoff to a plot point that was never established? Look, I'm not expecting a Mitch Hurwitz comedy here. Though I always secretly hope. But you people do know what a setup is, right? It wouldn't have even been difficult to manifest a reason for why Captain VHS here profoundly disrespects Pinkie Pie throughout the episode that at least would have made clear to us that at the end he wasn't simply lying through his teeth. His horse teeth. His beautiful horse teeth. Like most problems with the FIM, this isn't a plot hole, as much as it is a missed opportunity to add to the pile. Oh, and speaking of which, comedy! And on a raft somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Granny Smith is reassuring her kin that she most definitely is not steering them all into a cave of unimaginable horrors. Right before steering them all into a cave of unimaginable horrors. This scene, and mark your calendars, children, genuinely made me laugh out loud, as did this bit right here. Oh, buzz off.
So, are you in cheese or are you boneless?
What the... Oh, is that a knob gag, Pinkie Pie?
No pony calls me boneless. Right, boneless?
Oh, I see. You mean spineless. Yeah, you can see how I might have gotten a little confused there, given that spineless, a metaphorical reference to a personal lack of resilience as pertaining to creatures without a backbone, is a term used by everyone, everywhere, inside and out of fiction, whereas the word boneless is a term not used by anyone, anywhere, who isn't either reading from a menu or standing in a fishmonger's. And no, I suppose no one would call you a name that only occurs as the result of an awkward attempt to force a joke into existence by obliquely redefining a common phrase. That wouldn't make any sense. Sort of like this.
I never did get that pony's name.
Yes you did, Pinkie Pie, because there he is introducing himself, and there you are witnessing it. Not sure where you're going with this one, boys, but since it's been established that Mr. Hardware Store here has an issue with people remembering who he is, it might have been funny if Pinkie had actually failed to catch his name. But again, there he is telling every pony his name, and there she is observing the fact. A fact apparently about to be forgotten by a character who has been established on multiple occasions as possessing of an ability to cognate and recite comically long strings of eclectic data with some sort of savant-like eidetic memory, thus painting us the bizarre picture that perhaps Pinkie Pie was merely pretending to forget this guy's name in order to tell a joke that not even the remainder of the main six found funny.
Cheese sandwich! Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, what am I doing? Am I being too mean on the comedy thing? It is hard to be funny after all, and to do it in a classy, family-friendly way. Music! And... what is the point of going to all the trouble and expense of hiring... Weird Al Yankovic! To come and help make some tunes in your television program, only to give him effectively less than half the tunes in your television program. And then to give the remainder of the tunes to Pinkie Pie? Pinka-frickin'-meena diddly-die Annie Apple Belly Pie? The joke character, around whom was carefully constructed a self-aware series-wide commentary on the state of music in children's television by demonstration of the fact that she can't sing.
Tell me she's not.
She is.
That was the worst performance we've ever seen.
Why?
You gotta share, you gotta care.
Shut up, Pinkie Pie.
Thing to do, you gotta share.
Just
you gotta care. And there'll always be a way through.
I'm sorry, it's my problem, I'll deal with it.
I do apologize. If you genuinely like this sort of thing, well, what with beauty being in the eye or ear of the beholder, who can fault you for that?
If you or someone you know genuinely enjoys Pinkie singing, please call this toll-free number now.
But for the rest of us, please feel free to press your knuckles to the screen now.
Where did it all go so wrong?
Hath thou no knowledge of what yon Fausticorn wrought? Someone explain to me the logic of having the character who was deliberately designed to be so bad at singing she actually starts wars, trying to earnestly convey a narrative through song? Am I all of a sudden supposed to take this seriously now? I can't tell because she still can't sing! Well, that's not true, obviously. Plainly, whoever it is doing a splendid job. It can't be easy to portray a character who was once purposefully designed to sound like one of two cats fighting in a half-pipe. But dude, what happened to my beautiful satire? And oh yeah.
Thou shalt not make repetitive generic music. Thou shalt not make repetitive generic music. Thou shalt not make repetitive generic music. Thou shalt not...
Meanwhile, in a wagon somewhere, the apples are singing about how great they are. Look, there's Pinkie Pie, and she's not singing. Yes! Yes! Shut up, Pinkie Pie! And hearken, could that be a catchy melody?
We're apples forever, apples together. We're family, but so much more.
And what's that you say? So much more? A vague reference to a quality left undefined and therefore inferable by the audience as something relatable to their own lives? As opposed to say, you know, not. Now, surely this is only a pugnacious little pet peeve of mine, so take it or leave it. But in MHO, good song lyrics are always kept just nebulous enough to convey the basic thrust of a sentiment without ham-fistedly nailing it to a time and a place. And that's important because songs with super specific lyrics are really only good for that particular moment and are fairly useless anywhere else. But worse is the highly frequented possibility that such a song will break the golden rule of televisual art, show don't tell. What am I blathering about now, you ask? Please observe.
But I went way too far. My friends gave to me in ways so kind, and I gave them nothing but a hard time.
Honey, there's no need to narrate to us about what just happened and how you feel about it if we were there to witness it and we can see your face. This is not good storytelling, and forgive me, but this cringeworthy practice earns any show with such a song in it an immediate -1 modifier and the wrath of the robot devil.
You can't just have your characters announce how they feel. That makes me feel angry.
So here are your stinkin' rotten lousy scores for your stinkin' rotten lousy pony programs that, if I'm honest, I don't actually mind, all things considered, leading us not at all clumsily to our final thought. Now tell me, what was all the fuss and hoopla about hiring Monsieur Twinkie Dog here to come and guest star in the pony program? Seriously, what possible thing about this fellow is there that renders the mere mention of his name in proximity to the show worthy cause for the entire hood to vacate its collective gourd? Well, I suppose you could argue that he's a great singer-songwriter and a fantastic lyricist. You could tell me that he's really funny, or maybe that his bombastic style fits the frenetic world of pastel pony people like a glove, etc., etc. And you know what? Relax, I'm inclined to agree. I only bring it up because all the answers you can give me probably amount to the same thing. He's a talented person, and hiring talented people to come and help make your entertainment program, especially this entertainment program, is an idea I wholeheartedly support.
Hey, are we doing something together or not?
No!
All you need is smiles. Lots and lots of smiley smiles. Your sweet pink mouth goes north, not south, and just smile. All you need is smiles. Hey, smile.